Yo, what up, world? X and Mims QB World here. We hitting y'all with another topic today, man. It's been a couple of days now since we recorded, but we try to make videos at least once or twice a week, due to the fact that we both have busy schedules going on. But today we're hitting you with a personal topic, that nobody really, wants to talk about. Some people can't really talk about it because they haven't even experienced it or witnessed it. But today we're talking about domestic violence. And not only are we talking about it from a heterosexual term, but we also talking about it from homosexuals as well. Because domestic violence exists in both types of relationships. Domestic violence has no sex. It doesn't care whether you're gay or straight. It's just a situation that happens. Now, the reason why I've actually been inspired by two people to actually talk about such a personal subject, and one of them happens to be my mother, who I consider to be the strongest black person I've ever encountered in my entire life. Not because she gave birth to me, but because the things that she's been through. And we only take heed to domestic violence when someone dies in the hands of a person that they might, they love or whatever the case may be. In some cases, like the Chris Brown and Rihanna case, where it was publicized about domestic violence. But we have to realize that every day, every minute, every second of the hour, that someone's getting attacked, beaten by someone they love, or is being trapped, or in a situation to where the person that they love or they're with, is having mental abuse done to them, physical abuse. You can't, one doesn't outweigh the other. Domestic violence is just what it is. It doesn't care whether it's a male on male, female on female, or heterosexual. Domestic violence does exist, and it's not cool. And this is the reason why I wanted to really hit this subject. I mean, it's very touchy. People tend to try to not bring out the truth, but this is what X and Mims is all about. QB is all about. We all about bringing the truth to the table. We try to talk about everything from hetero subjects to, like I said, LGBT. But domestic violence, man. I mean, to me, I feel like no matter how many times you may argue with a person, it should never lead up to any type of physical encounters. Sometimes we gotta learn to just walk away. It's not that hard. You understand what I'm saying? And if there's any ladies or gentlemen out there right now that are in an abusive relationship, and you happen to see this video that we have posted up on YouTube, this is international. We all know that. I'm urging you that if it's not worth losing yourself to get out of that relationship, try your hardest. Love yourself more. Put yourself first. Get out of that relationship. It's not worth it when a person has to put their hands on you just to show you.
Right. And also the thing too is that if you know that this has been a situation all your life that you've been dealing with somebody abusing you, female or male, I'm gonna talk, as far as the female's perspective, because we're both females.
Absolutely.
And it's wrong if somebody is persistently beating on you. I mean, any and every relationship, whether it's lust, long term, even if it was just a day, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let that go, let that person alone, leave them to their own negative well-being. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna survive out of that. Eve said it best: love is blind, man. Love is blind.
It definitely will take over your mind and lead you to believe one thing when it really is not, because sometimes you can lose yourself in the process of falling for someone or being in love with someone. You've been with them for so long that you sometimes feel like that's all you know. You don't want to start over again, but sometimes starting over again is the best thing, because at the same time you're shortchanging yourself. You know what I'm saying? You passing the thing up on a good thing. And I feel like, especially in the situations where there's abuse involved, whether it's verbal or mental, it's still abuse. It's still uncalled for, and it's not necessary when you have to put your hands on a person just to get your point across. You can get your point across with someone in a verbal manner, and if you feel like it may lead to any type of physical altercation, remove yourself from that environment, from that situation. Just period. It's not called for. My mom went through it. I damn near lost my mother in the hands of my father. You know what I'm saying? She stayed as long as she could because why? She had kids. In a lot of situations, it's like that, where domestic violence happens and it involves the kids. People stay together because they don't want to, be alone, or they don't want to be single and raising the kids alone. But is it worth you losing your life and your kids not having you at all?
Even if you don't got kids, if you're a single person, you're living your life and you're a beautiful woman, it's common sense to take care of yourself first.
To love yourself.
Put yourself first. Love yourself first. Put yourself first. It's all about you to handle your business how you're supposed to, and not letting that man or woman disrespect and violate your temple. You feel me?
Absolutely. I feel like once a person strikes you once, it's a chance of them doing it again and again. Some people learn, like Chris Brown. He said he learned his lesson, but he also grew up in a home,
A broken home,
a
like
broken
for us
home,
to
and as far as like
abuse, seeing abuse
abuse.
on his mother. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, everybody makes mistakes. It's not saying that it never happened, but it's a lesson he's learning. It's a lesson that every male or female as well, what I'm saying, should be learning. It's a lesson. It's right there in front of you. The fact's been there for years, but this is just a huge eye opener for as far as celebrities, as far as people generally. I mean, it's not even about celebrities particularly. You know what I'm saying? It's about everybody, man, female. Whether you a young teen and you 15 and your girlfriend 16, ain't no need for no abuse at that age. Point blank, it shouldn't even start. Period. If you can't get along with her, or vice versa, depart, go your way, and that person goes their way. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, is it really worth it? How much do I love myself? How much does this person love me? A person doesn't love you if they have to put their hands on you, bottom line. And I've had a situation where I came to a close encounter with an abusive relationship. The only thing is I was smart enough to leave because I felt like I was on the verge of getting to that point. And I don't do those things. I don't put my hand on nobody. I don't feel like you're supposed to strike a child all the time. You can actually solve a situation better, calming down, taking time apart from each other, and then talking about it later. But it's not worth losing your life to, or having permanent scars, or better yet, self-esteem. Because once you lose yourself, it's hard getting that back. But I guess our message to all those people out there now is to love yourself first for what it's worth. And if you are in an abusive relationship, we are encouraging you to break free. Put yourself first. And if you have kids, put your kids first. Because that's where the real love comes from, unconditionally. You understand? So, all in all, this is X and Mims QB World 1. This page is ours. Alright, ours. Understand? So, if any of us to send y'all requests, if we're speaking in a one-person tone, don't make it seem like, we're speaking as individuals because this is our page. What we do is as a family, as a duo. Otherwise than that, we out, man. Domestic violence, kill that noise. Love, peace, and hair grease.